Garry, Paskwietz, and Darrell Rideaux here at the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum following the Trojans mock game to signal the official end of fall camp. And Darrell, the Trojans came out here and Clay Helton said, hey, this is a chance to see our twos and the threes for the most part. Want to see these younger guys and how they perform. Why is that important?
Well, because, Gary, at the end of training camp, oftentimes it's like Groundhog's Day, repeat after repeat after repeat, and oftentimes the twos and threes are followed behind the starters. But when you get an opportunity, if you're Clay Helton, to simulate travel situation, to give these players an opportunity to understand what the logistics are of going to a hotel, coming from the hotel, but getting an opportunity to not have to look over their shoulders, wondering if they're going to be replaced by the starters, but to come in and showcase their skill set. And boy, did we see some bright lights today on the football field.
We did, but we're going to talk about the opening drive, which was the first offense, Darrell, going up against the second defense. It was the only time we saw the starters all day, but in that drive, yeah, Sam Darnold made some good plays, but it was the running game getting going, Darrell, led by 25.
And you have to love what you're seeing from Ronald Jones. I think Clay Helton made the comment that he looks to be in midseason form, and that's very important considering how he started the season last year. It looks like he's picking up where he left off last season, but there was one particular play on that drive when he was in there where he lowered his shoulder and showed you the versatility of his power. If that transitions into the football season, look out Pac-12, because this is going to be a complete representation of the new Ronald Jones.
Yeah, and Isaiah Pola-Mao felt that power, lowered his shoulder, and Isaiah Pola-Mao was on the sidelines later with ice on that shoulder, out for the rest of the day. Okay, let's talk about some of those younger guys who had a chance to shine. There's quite a few that we're going to mention here. I'm going to start in the secondary, and I'm going to go with number 2, Bubba Bolden. He showed up several times today.
This is a kid that has tremendous amount of versatility. Can play safety, free safety, strong safety, or think of Sua Craven when you think of a guy like Bubba Bolden. Just a guy, a playmaker that you have to find a way to get on the football field, and he made his presence felt play after play, especially in the red zone.
And then you were talking about the battle of the nines. Randall Grimes on offense, Greg Johnson on defense. Those guys went each other a few times.
Yeah, I love it because, you know, there's a lot of question about who's going to play opposite of Iman Marshall. Well, it is Johnson making his big corner at 6 foot, but it's Grimes on the other side that's really I'm impressed with. Just the tenacity that he tends to go out play after play with, and his athletic ability to make plays extended on the sidelines. I love it.
I'm going to stay on defense for one more guy, and that's Connor Murphy, number 90. I thought this was arguably Connor's best day of fall camp. He's such a big, country-strong guy, right, Darrell, and he really showed that today, a couple tackles for loss.
Yes, and what you love is the fact that he's built with battery acid. This guy has a motor and an energy that is infectious, and you're going to need that type of a plug in the interior of the defensive line, especially on those short yardage plays when the defense has to get off the field.
And then I'll flip it back over to offense. I thought Tyler Vaughn's, again, just showing his ability to make plays. That one pass he caught in the flat and put a juke move on Jamel Cook. Boy, Jamel wasn't anywhere near him.
Well, we talk about length times width times height, but the versatility of a guy like Vaughn and his elusiveness in the open field is going to put somebody on the not top 10 list on ESPN.
Kerry Angeline, 2 swing passes, including one where he caught the ball down near the goal line, went head-to-head with Jackie Jones at about the 4, and they ended up at the 1 when all was said and done.
This is one tight end that continues to impress me. Not only is he a golden retriever, but he shows that he's very physical at the point of contact. That versatility, once again, I'm talking a lot of versatility because this offense is full with a plethora of talented players like Angeline.
And then give us your thoughts. I thought Jack Sears today showed a bit of movement back there. He was under pressure a lot. Tell us what you saw.
Well, with the competition between him and Matt Finks, I love what I saw. I saw someone taking command. When the defense kind of broke the pocket, he was able to extend plays. He showed a tremendous amount of poise and leadership, considering that he's working with the second and third group.
And then we're going to end this report talking about number 7 on offense, Stephen Carr. Basically, every time the team has held a scrimmage, we end up talking about Stephen Carr.
Yeah. You know, this was my first opportunity to witness the birth of Stephen Carr, and he is a human highlight. His juke moves, his ability to extend plays out of the backfield, catching the ball. He is a 3-down back, very difficult to keep him off the field, but more importantly, it's going to be a lot of fun for this offense to create plays and ways to get him on the field. I love what I saw today out of Stephen Carr.
Yeah, he had one run to the right. He just put his foot in the ground, cut, and went up. You're like, that's a freshman right there. Very impressive all throughout camp. So that's our report here from the Coliseum as the Trojans wrap up Fall Camp 2017. For Darrell Rideaux, this is Garry Paskwietz. You're watching WeAreSC.